No music. No music. But oh my god, look, this is the best crowd ever. Yo, this crowd is awesome. Here we are once again with Lyrical Faith, a poet who we've seen once before on this channel during my reaction to Black Women Die Too. That poem was fire. Definitely check out the reaction and the poem itself, you know what I'm saying? But I reacted to her once again about like 2 weeks ago, and then I had to clear my computer of everything for the simple fact that I couldn't turn on my computer anymore, and the only way to get it to work again was to reboot it from scratch. So literally, I lost everything, all future videos and stuff like that, but it's all good. I don't like redoing reactions because I like having a genuine initial response to a poem or rap or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna react to something else from Lyrical Faith, and this is Ode to My City. So let's get started.
My city is black gunk on concrete sidewalk, whether you are down in Times Square or uptown in the boogie down Bronx, Gun Hill Road to be exact, Fordham, RPT, Kingsbridge, Highbridge, Mashalou, Sedgwick, my city.
Yeah. She performing this in New York for sure. Based on the crowd, maybe even the Bronx itself.
Not
you feel
the
me?
little one. I got y'all. I'm gonna run it back.
Yeah. From the jump.
My city is black gunk on concrete sidewalk, whether you are down in Times Square or uptown in the boogie down Bronx, Gun Hill Road to be exact, Fordham, RPT, Kingsbridge, Mashalou, Highbridge, Sedgwick, my city, ain't built for the faint of heart. Ain't built for the peace of still. It is peace of still. It is never sleep like bustle on the MTA every day to live your dreams. It is better know your hustle like you know your last name. It is Apollo Theater Walk of Fame on West 125th where the kente cloth men sell cocoa butter, shea butter, and incense. And you better keep it pushing if you're not trying to spend no dollars and cents. My city is the West African sis sitting outside the shop when I walk by, hair braid miss, even when I have a fresh wash and set from the salon owned by Dominicans. It is bodega on every corner, no Walmart, no Wawa. I didn't even know what that was until I got to college. We got more bodegas than some cities have street lights. My city is street fights.
Oof. Okay, sorry. Before she starts going in, because I could tell she about to. I know, right? She ain't even gotten in really just yet. She's just getting started. But I really like how she isn't going about explaining the references to those who are outside of her community. You feel me? She's not trying to pander it to them or anything like that. It's gift wrapped just for her own people. You feel me? For those in the Bronx and New York City in general.
This ain't Disneyland, this is the Bronx.
Right? I really like that. It's specifically an ode to her city. So me, who's only getting maybe like a third of the references, I'm getting some of them just because of movies, and I have friends who live in New York and stuff like that. So I'm catching a little bit, but for the most part, it's flying over my head, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean we can't still enjoy it, right? Her verbiage in and of itself, like the sound patterns, the rhyme, you know what I'm saying? Like the metaphors and stuff. We might not be able to interpret the metaphor specifically, but we can still enjoy the imagery she's providing us. And so, yeah, let's keep going.
We got more bodegas than some cities have street lights. My city is street fights, but you mind your business.
Always.
It is train cart arguments, but you mind your business. It is train cart showtime, and you watch as the boys with no shirts do backflips on the poles.
I've seen that.
So you clap for this.
Here we go.
Spare them $1 or two.
Yeah.
It is the rude man on the C train with the drum set who yell good afternoon and then tell you about your character and your intelligence when you don't say nothing back. It is
I've seen that too.
the boy on the basketball team selling candy so he can stay out of trouble. He has Welch's Fruit Snacks, Famous Amos, Skittles, Snickers, Starburst, and chips. It is
I've seen that too.
the students heading to and from school, so the trains and buses be packed at like 7:30 a.m. and then again around 3 p.m. right before rush hour hit at 5. And don't plan on getting nowhere on time on the weekends. If you don't leave your house an hour and change in advance, they are doing construction. And for every delay, plan to take the A train local. The D is running on the F line. There are no 2s and 3s between Uptown and 96, so you gotta get off and take the shuttle.
Yo, okay. Look, I don't know what that's exactly like because we don't really have subway systems that are all that sweet or existent at all in Houston, but I know what it's like for traffic to be so bad you got to leave an hour and a half early. You know what I'm saying? I know what that's like. Trust and believe. But the few times I visited New York City, like that string of references she made, you know, to people dancing on the poles in the subway and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. Or the kids selling candy, you know, to make money for basketball or whatever. I've seen that too, for sure. And that's just from visiting. So even though the initial descriptions were extremely deep where you had to actually be a native to understand, the recent stuff she's bringing up, the recent descriptions are not necessarily shallow, but they're not so deep that someone visiting New York wouldn't get it. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was cool. Let's keep going. And by the way, that shirt fire. The Bronx versus the world. That's clean. I should have said that earlier.
So you gotta get up and take the shuttle if you're trying to get to downtown or Brooklyn. It is traveling around the world and yelling loud and proud, I'm from NYC. And whether I'm in South Africa or Paris, they say, oh, Brooklyn.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. The Bronx is where it's at.
Because in their clubs, they bump Jay-Z and Biggie too. I know this because I've seen it myself. And I can be far away from home, but still feel like I'm next door to the Barclays or the New Yo. My city is every movement from the New Eurekan to Stonewall to hip hop to the Renaissance. It is the home of Langston Hughes and the Brownstone on East 127th Street between Madison and 5th. But I get up at the train stop on Lenox and walk down. It is the I Love New York tees and knockoff Louis Vuitton and Gucci's laid out on the blanket in Chinatown. It used to be bootleg CDs and DVDs, but everything is on Netflix now. It is going to the movie theaters in the hood on the opening weekend that big black movie premieres, like the night of Notorious or Straight Outta Compton, and everybody and their mama yelling back at the screen, Biggie, no, they trying to set you up, my nigga, don't go.
Yeah. Dang.
And if you want to go anywhere from my city, you better get through TSA at LaGuardia Airport or JFK, my city. My city has survived 9/11 and is still feeling the after effects. It is Department of Homeland Security, Islamophobia, PTSD from travel threats. My city is Assalamu alaikum, what's good, king, boss, what up? I'm in a rush. Let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese or mayo, salt, and pepper, make it crispy. And if you ain't got cheddar, let me get a BLT. My city is Staten Island Ferry, Dollar Van, green and yellow taxi. It is the summer of 2006 when DJ Webstar and Young B dropped Chicken Noodle Soup. And every black child in the hood learned how to get light to be cool. Standing around the park with your friends, clapping in unison. Stay out the middle of the circle if you ain't got the moves. No music.
No music. No music. But, oh my God, look, this is the best crowd ever. Yo, this crowd is awesome. They just vibing with her. You know what I'm saying? She giving them energy. They giving energy back. That is the crowd you want as a poet for sure. Oh, man. I might need to make an ode to my city poem. You know what I'm saying? H-Town, hold it down. H-Town till we drown.
Boy, if you don't...
You know what I'm saying? Man, Houston, Texas, it's about time I make an ode to you. I think this actually inspired me to write a poem like that. We'll see. No promises, but let's go.
My city is big facts, dead ass, beloved. It is fire hydrants repurposed in the summer. Mr. Officer, there was no fire here. The sun was so hot, we decided to have a sidewalk barbecue. How could you not? Hit up Rucker Park, Crotona Park, Prospect Park with your best outfit on, shades wider than your face while you watching them boys play the game and the DJ blast hits from Power 105.1 and Hot 97. My city is everything you thought it was and even more. It is. Don't move here if you're trying to kick out Mrs. Johnson on the 4th floor. She done been here 40 years and don't cause no trouble, just can't afford the rent no more. It is every city wrapped into one pot that melts. It is water for every single wish I've felt. You call it New York. I call it my well.
Say ooh. Say ooh.
The goosebumps. Yeah, you better dance, girl. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, man. Yo, Poetry Me Please, by the way. Y'all definitely need to check them out. They be showcasing some phenomenal poets for sure. I haven't even been following them for that long, but the time I have been following them, heat, straight up heat. So, yeah. Lyrical Faith, thank you. Oh man, I wish I could have been there. Because here's the thing, if you ever come to Houston and perform this poem, it's going to be much appreciated, hands down. People are going to love it, right? But you're not going to get a crowd reaction like you got here. You know what I'm saying? And you already know that. I wish I could see it live in New York City. You feel me? That'd be clean. That'd be clean. Anyway, thank you so much for showcasing your art. I love it so much. Remember how I said I reacted to one of your poems that got lost because I had to delete stuff from my computer? Yeah, that was 7 lessons learned at the protest. Tough. I really loved that, by the way. Trust me. The reaction's just gone. Anyway, I really hope you all enjoyed. I obviously did. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Deuces.